What's up guys, sRenoSpeciaL here. Today I'm with you here with the Ladra class setup that I used to get the nuke with yesterday. I'm here to show you my stats, to show you the class, the build, everything. So let's get into it. So this is my stats with the Ladra. It's obviously my new favorite gun right now. It's as you can see at 2.38 KD with almost 5k elimination, so I used the shit out of it already. So let's get on to the class, guys. So for the attachments, we went with Gunfighter, so we can use 8 attachments. I rarely ever use Gunfighter, but for this weapon it just works. So we went with the Kepler Microflex, just because, in my opinion, it's the nicest reflex. I mean, the iron sights are good, but it's just the point. I don't know, man. I have the extra attachment left over, and I feel like it's worth it to use the Kepler Microflex on this gun. So we obviously went with the suppressor. Well, usually we'd use a compensator in this spot, but since this gun has very good recoil control, it's already fine to go with a silencer. So for the barrel, we went with the reinforced. So the reason I chose the reinforced is actually because I noticed that at medium to longer ranges, it can be quite hard to hit bullets sometimes at some ranges. So it's just easier to make the bullets hit, you know, get some more velocity on it, some more range. So for the foregrip we went with the Ranger because, yeah, like I said, the recoil already isn't that much, so we want as much movement speed as we can get, so that's why we went with the Ranger. Gives us recoil control and sprinting movement speed. Well, extended mag 1 to make the magazine size 45. I think it's enough. I usually don't go with the 2 because of the cons it gives you, so I go for extended mag 1. Commando grip, obviously, for aiming down sight speed and jumping after sliding, stuff like that, jump to fire speed. Usually on every submachine gun you want to use this grip for sure. For the stock we went with the Infiltrator. The reason we did that is because we want as much strafing speed as possible. So yeah, it makes it harder for the enemies to hit bullets on you, basically. And we went with recoil springs as the latch attachment. Now, the recoil springs, yeah, honestly you could use whatever you want in this spot, but I just went with recoil springs because why not? You know, the less recoil the better, right? So, actually, for the barrel there's something else you could use. There's also the CHF barrel, which is makes it a headshot, makes it a 4-shot headshot instead of a 5-shot headshot, which is, yeah, pretty nice. But I don't really notice that much of a difference, so I usually just switch between the two, whatever floats my boat that day, you know. So for the tacticals I use stims. I mean, just because stims are just amazing. Don't have to really explain that, I think. Frags, you can use anything you want here, but I just use frags because I still have a challenge I need to do with frags, because I'm an idiot. I rarely ever use my lethals. I use them too little, that's why. And I go with the assault pack just for extra ammo and stuff. So for perk 1 we use Ninja, of course, because footsteps are very noticeable in this game. So in my opinion, if you ask me, this is a must-have perk on any class. It doesn't really matter what you're running, if you ask me. For the second perk we went with Forward Intel because it's the most broken perk in the game. It makes your minimap it makes the minimap bigger, and it reveals enemies. So for example, if an enemy shoots, you usually get a red dot on the radar. Well, in this case you get indicators. So for example, if you have a harp, you'll see directional indicators, right, where the enemies are. This happens with every time you see an enemy on the radar, so it's, yeah, in my opinion, by far the best perk. And I use Vigilance just because it's very nice. You can use anything you want here for blue, but I just went for Vigilance because it has immune to counter UAV, and I fucking hate counter UAVs because I'm always glued to the radar, you know. That was the video about the Ladra build setup, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I'll be streaming multiple times a week. See you guys in the next video. Peace!